Hey everyone, so I am your Uber and Lyft driver. That's right, I started doing this gig and it's pretty addicting, I gotta say. And who knows what other ride sharing opportunities might be available beyond Lyft and Uber in the future. But I thought I would give you a tour of my Uber and Lyft, my ride sharing car, and give you a perspective of what it might look like from, I don't know, a typical passenger when they get in my car and what they experience. I think I got kind of creative with it and I want to do more than say the typical ride sharing Uber Lyft driver person, to stand out a little bit more because I like to be creative like that. So right along Lake Michigan here in Kenosha, Wisconsin, let's take a look at what I've got. And before I get going, for those of you that haven't clicked off yet, all proceeds of this entire ride sharing business of mine goes into my affordable housing project, which I focus on to help the lower to middle income families have a really clean, nice, quality place to live without threatening their ability to put food on the table. And I also donate a little bit of it to the King's Ransom Foundation and the Gerson Institute. Gerson heals people from cancer using nature, not medicine. Pretty cool. I love donating to Gerson. King's Ransom, they focus mostly on the child sex slave operations and rescuing those kids and kids that have been orphaned in war-torn countries and old folks who don't have anybody to take care of them and are in those end stages of their life, so they do a lot of great work. So without further ado, let's get on with this tour of my Uber and Lyft car. Ooh, this is nice. My Lyft driver is here, or Uber. So when they get in, I see this tip jar, which gets lots of comments. It's illuminated. The heart that says thank you on it. An opening to the top where they could put some money in there if I do a good job. Nice and clean. My car is always nice and clean. And up front, you'll see, oh, what's this? I'm a passenger. And there's this tip jar, but then there's also candy, saltwater taffy. And look at this. I've got these little cards here, not typical business cards. This is actually just for my social media, my Facebook. fb.com/ there we go, Tom Birkenmeyer. Connect with me on Facebook. The best way to pay for a lovely moment is to enjoy it. So people can take those, and I've made some Facebook friends because of this. And if you're watching this video and you happen to be somebody that was in my car and took a card, give me a shout. That would certainly give me a tickle. If I hear it from some of you in response to this video. Up front, this also gets a lot of comments, and sometimes I get people that like to sit in my front seat, but this is very visible from the back or the front seat. This I found online. It's hilarious. I can only swim in money. Please don't let me die. And they'll see my bottles of water up there. They'll see I've usually got a shake up there. I bring my superfoods shake with me that I've been drinking and selling for many years now. And that gives me pretty awesome energy throughout the day, especially if I just want to be out all day ride sharing. That gives me incredible energy without crashing, because how badly would that suck to eat some food and then you crash and you just don't want to drive. And yeah, so that's a pretty big deal. So that is the tour of my car. Lots of legroom back here. You can kind of see it's still dark outside. I tried doing this when the sun was up. The lighting was much worse in a different way. But when I was looking for cars, let me flip this back around one second. There we go. So when I was shopping for cars, because I bought this car specifically for this, believe it or not. So the first thing I would do getting in all those cars is I would go in the back seat before the front seat, and if there was no legroom, I wasn't interested. So there's not a lot of cars that have a lot of legroom in the back. This was one of the few that did. So that was the first test. It's like, all right, cool. Then test drove it, checked out other things, and this was the winner. This is an awesome car. I get a lot of compliments on it. People love this car. I get a lot of compliments on the illuminated tip jar and the funny sign I got up front and the candy people appreciate. So I think I go above and beyond. And if you're a fellow Uber Lyft driver, well, I guess I just gave you some ideas, didn't I? Or if you're thinking about doing this, I guess I just gave you some ideas. So that's about it. I hope you enjoy this. My website, tombirkenmeyer.com. Just like it's spelled here on social media, tombirkenmeyer.com. I focus on creating thousands of pieces of content, videos and blog posts, and all to do with health and healing and natural healing and holistics and wealth and financial freedom and all those things that go into creating a beautiful, liberating kind of life. So go there, cherry pick whatever you'd like, and share this video if you want, and share whatever that you cherry pick from my website that you think is helpful and valuable. And feel free to comment below and like, and I'll see you later. I'll be making more videos. Bye for now. Mwah!